Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I'm an 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. It's time to bleed. See who's in the building. Simon Bridgman. Salute to you, family. Anwar Willis. Jose Diaz. Landon at 216. King Jr. Viva tu vida. MP. What the fuck? What up? The brothers UK in the building. Salute. Ratchet since 91. Big homie Coop. Stormy B-Man, the Sensei. Go subscribe to the Sensei, Stormy B-Man. Cano Loco Sports Boricua. Go subscribe to my brother Cano Loco. Jay Walt. Kevin Dunbar. Davis. What up, what up, what up? Big homie Coop in the building. PGH Big Dog, salute. Keith Sims. Thomas, what's good, family? Black Alpha. Main Boxing Biker, what's good? Isaiah Felix. Daryl Alexander, salute. Pete Davenport, what's good, family? Dwayne Freeman in the building, what's good? Big Texas, what up? Geo James. Mr. Mechanical. Ketty Peeps. Jamil Allen, a.k.a. Jellybean. What's good, man? Robert Singleton, salute. Battle Ready Fitness in defense. What's good, y'all? See the family from rolling into the building. The mom. What up? Well, let's get started. Let's get started, eh? Y'all see the picture? Y'all see the picture? I just want to know who wants to smoke. That's all I want to know. I want to know who really wants that smoke. Because everybody down here got a story. But last I checked, I don't know what's happening. Why is life so difficult? Salute to Tanisha, the young goddess. She is now benching 205. Salute to you, sis. Yes, ma'am. I need to know what's going on right here. You know, the man, the young king, Devin Haney, he basically, in my opinion, he shut out Jorge Linares. Let's talk about Linares. Linares is a solid fighter. All right, salute Eric Hope. OG Eric in St. Louis, what up? Oh boy, word. Gee, man, AC is imperative this time of year, man. I hope you're all right. Yeah, bro, it's imperative. Yes, sir. Glad you're okay. Man, listen. I see you, Katie Peeps, and we're going to get to all of that. Mark Casey, what up? This right here, there's at least 2 fights, well, 3 fights here that should have happened already. And we're going to get to Rolly. But you see Vasil, you see Tio, you see Ryan looking up like, oh. Ryan looking up like he in love, right? Antonio Hambrick, salute. Oh, Devin, Devin, oh, but I'm depressed, Devin. I'm depressed, Devin. Oh. Stop it. This shouldn't even be a conversation to be had. You know what I mean, for real? Let's I'm gonna keep it so simple. DB, salute. I'm gonna keep it so simple, man. All of those guys down there should have fought Devin by now. At least two of them. Let's start with Lomachenko, the Matrix. All right. Now, peep the conversation of today. I'm not even gonna talk bad about anybody. Well, maybe Ryan. Southern T Boxing in the building. What's good, man? Subscribe to my brother Southern T. I'm not even going to talk bad about people. I'm not going to clown anybody. I'm just going to point out the facts. Well, maybe Ryan, because Ryan works my nerves. Stormy, let me know. Is that good? Is that better? Is that better? Let me know. I'm having a problem with this music being too damn loud. Is that better? Let me know, Stormy. Is that better? Excellent. Thank you. Ryan Garcia, Big Texas, salute. No. Let's start with Vasil Lomachenko. He was the first person. He had a belt. He was in a position. Didn't we all think that Devin was next? You remember reading, if you go to different boxing blogs and different channels and you look at the comment section, I don't engage on foreign channels' comment sections. When I say foreign channels, I'm talking about non-LDBC channels. I don't engage. I'm just not going to do that. Especially me. I've come to realize that I can't do that anymore because it's me for whatever reason. Benton Harbor, salute, family. DP Rocker, salute. So, I just read sometimes. Jermaine Callahan, salute, family. And I find out that, Devin was supposed to lose to Loma pretty badly. Y'all remember that? Loma's the Matrix. Loma's the Matrix. The speed, the angles. You're going to hit him here. He's really going to be over there. He's Neo. He's going to fight Devin with the shades on. Hello? Morpheus? Ass dudes. Albert Doherty, salute. Scripted Virtuoso, salute. Tay, good morning, sis. David says Lomachenko. King the bad guy, salute. Yeah, remember Jose? Devin was supposed to lose badly. Ricky Williams in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Ricky Williams. I was like, okay, well, you know, my answer to all of that. How do we get to see whether that's true or not? Y'all remember the first Godzilla remake? Let them fight. Let him fight. So I said, all right, let's see. Loma's nice with it. He's hitting you, he's moving, and Loma's, he's on the tear right now. And Devin's sitting at home. Ghost, what up? Jacob Jennings, salute. Go. Now this is BS because I don't know if this really happened. But Devin was sitting at home because he's a young man, and he's playing his Xbox on his 100-screen TV because he's paid like that. He's playing. He got his cute girlfriend there with him. You know, she's doing her nails, and you know he's living life. You know, and his email goes off. Then he calls dad. Hey, dad. What's up, Devin? I'm the new WBC champion. Get the fuck out of here, Devin. Says here, Lomachenko just gave me the belt. And he's a franchise champion. So I'm the champion now. Let me call you back, Devin. I don't know if the conversation went like that. I don't know. I'm just BSing y'all. But what we do know is that he was sitting at home minding his business. And congratulations, you're the WBC champion. Not the interim, not the silver, the gold, the franchise, the intercontinental, the, I don't know, Alaskan Walrus Dolphin belt. No. He is the real WBC champion. The real one. Not the one they just made a year ago. Salute to 88 Sports Talk in that super chat. Much love and appreciate. He said, a shame the champion have to hunt down mandatories. And this is what we're talking about here. So, Joe, what up? So all of this, let me get this straight. Devin is sitting at home, minding his business, and gets an email stating that you're the new WBC champion. So what happened with Lomachenko? Is he going to retire? No. He requested the franchise status. Wait a minute. There's more than one now? Because that was the second one. Y'all remember that was the second one? And how confused. Remember how confusing that crap was? You remember that? Wow. And they gave it to him. Because he upheld the standards. Matter of fact, let me Google WBC franchise status. The franchise boxer is a special designation and privileged status which the WBC may bestow to current WBC world champion who is also an elite boxer. Oh, God. What is an elite boxer? What if you're just a boxer? What do they mean? Do they mean you have to be a champion to request it? Or you have to be in the top 3, top 5, top 2? What does that mean? Who is also an elite boxer and who has achieved and maintains the highest statures of the sport. What if Devin had requested it? What if Lomachenko never, ever requested it, but Devin said, yo, Mauricio, let me get one of those. Renique, salute. Let me get one of those. Dill Spoolie, salute. Bruce Gold, salute. Let me read that again, the last part. Who has achieved and maintains the highest statures in the sport. That last part. I didn't know popping dirty for Glenbunerol was a high stature. I didn't know that. Listen, that's not hate. I'm asking a question. Y'all ever heard of a fighter by the name of, I don't know, pretty popular, very high skill set? Y'all may or may not have heard of him. His name is, oh God, his name escapes me. Gary Russell Jr. You ever heard of that guy? Benton, I'm not even gonna go there, bro. I know. But you know what? Deontay said he wouldn't even take it. But y'all heard of Gary Russell Jr. You know, you may or may not have heard of Gary Russell Jr. Mr. Gary Russell Jr. You may or may not have heard of that man. Underground Asylum, salute. I'm sure everyone knows the record. He fought Lomachenko, actually dropped Loma. You know, you may or may not have heard of Gary Russell Jr. So, y'all can Google his record if you want. Y'all can look up and see how long he's held his belt. And then I'm going to read this to you again when you look at his box rec. The franchise boxer is a special designation and privileged status which the WBC may bestow to a current WBC champion who is also an elite boxer and who has achieved and maintains the highest statures of the sport. Picasso, salute. I am so confused. I am made of questions. How does that, what? Do y'all remember when Mauricio Suleiman was in the barbershop and the topic of the franchise status came up? And Mauricio was even confused when he was explaining it. Mind you, Mauricio, this is his idea. And Fred was like, I think Fred and DB was on the phone, if I'm not mistaken. DB, you still in here? I think it was you and Fred. Y'all was like, wait a minute. And then all he could say was, look. I think it's still a great idea. I was like, oh my God. I shut my whole computer off and went to bed. I said, I can't. Nobody was rude to him. Nobody cursed at him. We just asked questions. They just asked the questions. The chat was asking the questions. None of this made sense. I just read it to you. So realistically, the first franchise champion, according to what the definition is, should have been Gary Russell Jr. But I'm sorry. Wait a minute. You have to request it. Remember that? You have to request it. But then that can't be right. How the hell does Canelo request something that never existed? And then we go back to the definition. The franchise boxer is a special designation and a privileged status which the WBC may bestow to a current WBC champion. So you have to be a champion, and it has to be bestowed upon you, which means they give it to you. So which one is it? Job, salute. That's right, Ratchet. Canelo didn't request it because it didn't exist unless they sat in the room and stirred the pot and said, look, Canelo, we're going to invent this for you. Okay, fine. Why, man? Why y'all playing with us, man? Stop, dude. So at that point, I thought it was just one. Okay, franchise status. Okay, so now you can go up and down in weight, and which is what he did. He jumped up and down in weight. He fought KK Kovalev, then beat up a Liam Kalem. He was everywhere. Ignored Charlo. Now, mind you, I know the Canelo cleanup crew is sitting here. They're mad now, and you can't get in. You can't get in to disrespect anybody. I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating the fact. He jumped around and didn't fight people that he could have fought and was supposed to fight. I'm not talking about who wins or loses between Jamal. I'm not talking about that. Focus. WJ Luckett in the building. Salute. Focus. I'm talking about what was supposed to happen, and he avoided it. Bottom line. I'm not talking about who wins or loses. That's a whole nother video. That's right, Kane, the bad guy. They moved the goalpost. You also can't win it. You can never lose it. You wasn't supposed to be able to lose it. And that's where I'm going to next. So Devin is WBC champion and gets ripped for it. Y'all remember? Let's not forget. I'm not going to let anyone, Michael James 616, salute. I'm not going to let anyone forget this. It was given to Devin and they made fun of him for that. Not the fact that Loma dumped the belt instead of fighting him. They gave it to Devin. Remember that? Aha, email champion. What? What? You know what that's like? Big block salute. You know what that's like? Picture the kid with the biggest reputation in school for beating people up. Slip the jab in the building. Salute. Smash the like button on the way in. Picture the kid with the reputation of beating everybody up in school. So now, for whatever reason, it's your turn. Right? It's your turn. So you're like, all right, well, we're gonna fight. He gonna F me up? Oh yeah, because he beat up this guy, he beat up Jack, he beat up Joe, he beat up Ted, okay, I'm not Jack, Joe, or Ted. We're gonna see after school. We're gonna see. So every class, he's shadow boxing and looking at you. You're like, all right. All of that? Shadow don't hit back. Andrew Charles, Tony Scott, Dre Finest, Unk, salute. Last bell rings, you go outside. He takes off running. You're like, huh? Smoke. Well, that's shadow boxing. What happened? Then the next day in school, everybody laughing at you. You're like, I don't get it. What happened? Yo, he ran off on you. Man, that was mad funny, man. You look so stupid standing there. Yo, you look like a dummy. You standing there and hold on. Y'all spent all day telling me he beat up all these people. So now, for whatever reason, yesterday it was my turn. I was in the park, knuckled up, took my shirt up my pants, put my bag down. I was ready, and y'all watched him run away. And somehow I'm the laughing stock? What planet am I on? This is Bizarro World. Christopher Campbell, salute. Y'all get what I'm saying? That's what they did to Devin. The Matrix, the speed, the angles, gave up the belt. And the world ridiculed Devin for it. Make it make sense. 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 But it gets better. It gets better. Now, mind you, before I move forward, did I lie about anything? No. So let's move forward. It gets better. They knight Loma, and Loma says, "Yeah, I'm going to go fight Teofimo." Obviously, he's going to fight Teo because Teo was less of a threat to him. That's how he felt. He had to fight somebody. Boom. Boom. What if that happened in the movie? Wouldn't you be like confused? Like, what the hell? What? Debo ran away from Craig, but people mock Craig. What if the scene with the brick didn't happen because Debo ran away? Huh? You're Debo. What you running away for? And then they made fun of Craig. Yo, Debo dusted you, man. You were supposed to chase him. Huh? Make it make sense. So now, Rob Sportsman Lee, salute. So now, Mark Casey, I see you, fam. So now, he fights Teo. Clay King, salute. Boxing fan, USPR, salute. You never late, you always on time, family. So now, he fights Teo, a fight that I said Teo could win. I used to support Teo from Brooklyn. Gets in the ring with Teo, and he outthunk himself. He got started too late, and he lost. I was happy either way. Why? Because I thought we were what? Gonna get a fight for what? Undisputed. Because that franchise title, I'm sorry, it's not a title. The franchise boxer is a special designation and privileged status in which the WBC may bestow on to a current WBC champion. Now, what's the matter with that? Lomachenko gave up his WBC strap, so he was no longer a champion. Silvestri, salute. I'm reading it to you. I'm reading it to you. I'm reading it to you. It's a special status bestowed to a, God dang, I swear, special designation and privileged status which the WBC may bestow to a current WBC world champion. That's not what happened. You're supposed to have the franchise status on top of your strap. They gave him the status, and Loma gave up the WBC strap and gave it to Devin. So if you're giving it up, doesn't that disqualify you? You don't qualify if you're not a champion. It says right here, WBC may bestow to a current WBC champion who is an elite boxer. Loma fit the bill for this. Who has achieved and maintained the highest statures in the sport. Whatever. But Loma fit the bill for this. But you're no longer a champion. You gave up your belt. So due to what I just read, you can't even be franchise champion. Mark Wonderlich in the building. I mean, what am I? Iron Levon, salute, Rampage Jackson. Am I missing something? He was supposed to keep that belt and get the franchise status so he could move around and do what he wanted to do. But if he kept his status, if he kept his belt and got the status, what would he have had to have done? Now watch this. He could have still fought Devin, lost, but he wouldn't have lost the franchise status. Levon, what up? Asante L, salute. Smash my like button. Is this making sense? What I'm saying, is it making sense? Is it registering? I'm reading you the definition. You're supposed to have one to get the other. You can't just be walking around in the top two with no belt and say, hey, Mauricio, let me get one of those. Because you know what Mauricio's supposed to say? CB Sports in the building. Thank you. That's a legitimate question. That's a legit question. Tio is a WBC franchise champion or is Loma? According to what Mauricio said at first, you could be a franchise, you could have the franchise status. I don't want to say championship. First of all, where he messed up is he made a belt for it. It should have been a trophy, a crown, a wristband, a bag, a pair of boots. It didn't need to be a belt because I knew that was going to confuse everybody. A coat, like in golf, you get the blazer. I knew they were going to do this. He said you can't lose. You can be a franchise. Once you're knighted forever. They don't take it back. Which meant when Canelo Alvarez became franchise, when he was awarded the franchise status, if he went up to Kovalev and lost, he's still the franchise status. He still has a franchise status. See, you see how they get us thinking? Franchise champion, franchise champion. I got to deprogram myself and keep calling it a status. Language is important. You're not supposed to be able to lose that status in the ring. When Mauricio first said it, remember that? He said an ankle bracelet. Remember? You can't lose the status. It could have been a plaque, slip the jab. Exactly. They made it a belt for a reason. If it was a placard, a trophy, anything but a belt, I wouldn't have had a problem for it. This was a scheme. And it was not a good idea. I don't care who. Look, the only people that love it are the people that root hard for their favorite fighter, Canelo and Tio. It did, or Loma for a second. It didn't make sense because Loma requested it. But then when he lost it to Tio, what did he get up in the media and start saying? Tio's not really undisputed. He don't have the WBC strap. Oh, yeah, the strap that you were supposed to fight him for? Because you know what happened? If you kept that and didn't even request for the franchise status, it wouldn't even exist in your division. You got in there, messed around and lost to Tio. Tio would have been undisputed. But you wouldn't even have gotten to Tio because guess what? You were worried about fighting Devin Haney and losing it there. You thought Tio was easier work. That's why. Call it what it is, man. We understand boxing politics and we understand styles make fights. Dude, you already lost before. We saw it. It's okay. That was a business move. Pink Meadows in the building. Salute, sis. This was a move. We know what it is, man. Why are you playing? Come on, man. The only people that cap for you were your fans. I thought Devin Haney beats you. Your fans thought that you beat Devin Haney. What do we know? You dropped the real belt and requested a status. I ain't got to go no further. No Lomachenko supporter could argue that, yo, Loma could beat Devin. Well, when the opportunity was there, what did he do? Mic drop. You have more faith in your man than he has in himself. You can't talk to me. The fight was there, and he ran from it. You can't talk to me. You're DQ. Tony Scott, salute. That's right, Lamar. Then he lied and said he didn't ask for it. Y'all remember that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. The Matrix? This is your guy?
You guys like the shit? You like this guy?
You know I had to do it, right? That's your guy? That's your guy? Okay, fine. So he outsmarts himself. He fights Teofimo. And I was excited because at that time, I liked Teofimo. Like I said, he's from Brooklyn. I think he's a great talent. And he beat Loma. Now, again, did I ever say Loma couldn't fight? No. I just said I always felt that the celebration of him and what he actually does didn't match. Do you hear how they talk about Atora Gaddy right now? Blood and Guts Warrior. Y'all remember the Gaddy list? Jim Lampley's the Gaddy list. Now, if you talk to a kid that was born in 2005, right? And he's just doing minimum research on Atora Gaddy, you'd have him, he'd be believing Gaddy was a world beater. When in reality, the world beat him. The reality is, Gaddy was a fun guy to watch, but he was a walking ass whooping. But he had the support of the world. Let's tell the truth. Mike Tyson, the mystique about Mike Tyson. Till this day, they talk about Mike Tyson like Justin Hawkins, salute. Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike Tyson. Oh, Mike Tyson. And when the fighter says, I whooped Mike Tyson in his prime. Oh, no, blasphemy. You wouldn't have did this. You wouldn't have did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Cedric Taylor, salute. When Deontay Wilder says, yeah, I'd have whooped Mike's ass in his prime. Oh, no, you would have never. Oh, Mike would have killed you in 2 rounds. Uh-huh. Watch this. Bruce Goes, you in the chat? Holler at me if you're in the chat. Watch this. And Stormy, y'all in the chat? Watch this. I'm talking to the OGs now. Dre Finest, you in the chat? Holler at me. Let me know y'all in the chat. Now watch this, because I'm talking to the OGs now. I'm talking to the OGs now. Because you talk to a cat that was born in the 2000 about Mike Tyson. All they know is he had a video game in the 80s and he was knocking everybody silly, right? Now watch this. Stormy, Bruce Goes, Dre Finest. Y'all in the chat? There you go. All right, Stormy, now watch this. Who stopped Mike Tyson's KO streak? The Jessica Burden, salute. Who stopped Mike Tyson's KO streak? And I know we don't do triangle theories here, but I'm making a point. This is very important. This is very important. James Quick Tillis. And that was a young, hungry, prime Mike Tyson. How many rounds does James Quick Tillis go with Deontay Wilder? This has to be said. I'm asking. I'm asking. Because a lot of the things that Mike did in the ring is deemed legendary. Youngest heavyweight champion. No more than 4 to 5 rounds. The sensei has spoken. So when Deontay, who is deemed as one of the hardest punchers in the history of the sport, whether you like it or not, it's true. It's true. James Tillis got in there, and although he didn't have the talent to keep a young bull off of him, he stopped that KO streak. And I saw something back then. I was a kid when that fight happened. Back then, I said, "Oh, look at that." And when he ran into, I always knew when he ran into someone that could use that ring and put that jab in his forehead, he was going to have a problem. Deontay Wilder's like 9 feet tall, and he'd be punching downwards, and he would not be scared of Mike. Oh, why do you say that? Oh, you're a Wilder fangirl. Mm-hmm. I was a Holyfield fangirl in the 80s when I say, yo, there's this cruiserweight with a flat top that's coming up specifically for Mike Tyson. All of my friends laughed at me while playing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Oh, my God, who? His name is Evander Holyfield. You guys need to pay attention. He's going to whoop Mike's ass. Oh, my God, he's going to punch him in the face and it's going to be over. I said, okay. I was saying that before Mike went to prison, man. Mike goes to prison. When he came out, he was preserved. He was preserved. He didn't balloon up to 400 pounds. He wasn't fighting in prison. He didn't do hard time. While he was in prison, the heavyweight division was popping. Riddick Bowe, Lennox Lewis, David Tua, Ike Ibeabuchi. Even Chris Bird was in the mix. That's what was happening when Mike was gone. Evander Holyfield. Evander Holyfield got knocked out by Bowe. He had 2 tough fights with Lennox Lewis. Had a heart condition. Long story short, gets in the ring with Mike, whoops his ass. Because leading up to that fight, it was, he has a heart condition. Mike's going to punch him in the chest. He's going to die in the ring. I said, don't believe that. I said, y'all going to see Mike get beat up. They already stole Buster Douglas win from him. I never see, man, that was capping. And I'm going to get back to Devin in a second, but that was capping at its worst. Mike lost because we didn't know he fired his ring, his corner. We didn't know that happened as the fight was happening. I wasn't paying attention to that. I was seeing Mike getting a jab stuck in his head, his eye getting lumped up, a right hand landing, and I saw a man in Buster Douglas on a mission, Ohio stand-up. That's what I saw. We didn't know about that extra stuff. His mama had just died. We knew that. He was a man on a mission. And he fought the fight of his life. And he was picked to get steamrolled. Remember in Japan? And Evander was sitting there because he had next. And they capped so hard for Mike. The long count when he was on the floor, fine, whatever. But when James got up, Mike is supposed to be a finisher. Why he didn't finish him? James got up there and he whooped Mike's ass. All of that stuff with his corner, we found that out later. But you're a professional. You're supposed to have that under control. That's right, CB. A 42-1 underdog. If you bet $1,000 on Buster that night, oh my God. Oh my God. Mike got beat up. Facts. That's what happened. That's what happened. So he goes to prison. Soon after, goes to prison, comes out. Eventually fights. Evander was busy. The whole time he was in prison, Evander was working. Fight George Foreman. Larry Holmes. He was fighting everybody. He went bald the whole time. He gets in there and whoops Mike's ass. And what do people say? Oh, if Mike ain't go to prison. Wait a minute. Was he fighting in prison? No. Was he taking punches upside the head? No. Evander was getting knocked around. When he was in prison, didn't Evander fight Ray Mercer when Mike was locked up? That was not an easy fight. I might have my dates mixed up. But Evander was busy the whole time. It's not like he sat around. Evander was working. So by the time a preserved Mike Tyson got out of prison, Evander was supposed to, Burt Cooper, Evander was supposed to be food, right? He knocks Mike out, and what do people say? Oh, he was in prison. Stop. 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 Cut it out. Moral of the story is people cap for who they want to cap for. There's more legend behind Mike than actual work. Look at his record. Deontay ain't fight nobody. Go to Mike Tyson's record and stop when you recognize a name. And when you tell people to do that, a casual, they'll go right past Trevor Berbick. I've seen him do it 1,000 times. I'm like, hold on. You stopping at Spinks? Yeah, right here. What? Wait a minute. When did he win the championship? And they'll have box record right in front of them. When did he win the championship? Then they'll go look at the phone. They got to look at the phone. Right here, Trevor Berbick. Do you know what that is? Nah. That was one of Mike's funniest knockouts. You don't know this? Disqualified, man. Get out of here. Salute to Iron Levant. He said, here's a fact. Mike always had problems with fighters who could box. Tillis, Tucker, Douglas, even the first round when he fought Biggs. Yeah. The thing with Mike was he had youth on his side, and he was a bull. But I always said, when somebody cowboys up to him, he's going to have a problem. And I always said Evander was that guy. And I was right. Then Lennox Lewis got his hands on him. Right again. Whenever he fought somebody that fought back for real in the name, talk to me about Mike Tyson's record. And then ask yourself, is Deontay Wilder saying that? Is he so crazy? But anyway, let's get back to Devin and how people are how Devin, the champion, has to hunt down people. He's not running from anybody. He's sitting there, What am I talking about? So back to Teofimo. Teofimo. Look, he was supposed to go get that work. Who's texting me? All right, no doubt. The general won't be going on tonight or today, y'all. So I'm going to hold y'all down. So I'm going to take my time with it. Salute to the general. Andrew 100, salute. So, damn. Orchard Beach. Sure. Sidebar. Orchard Beach in the Bronx. No, thank you. J. Mitch, salute. No, thank you. Salute to Pete Davenport with that super sticker. Much love and appreciation. Orchard Beach in the Bronx. First of all, there's a beach in the Bronx. Yeah, you heard what I said. There's a beach in the Bronx. You feel like syringes in your feet, go to that beach. I read the most disrespectful article back in the day, but it was funny. Some dude reviewed Orchard Beach. He said it's like He's like a fire hydrant from God just opened up and sprayed upon a bunch of homeless people. I was laughing. I said, oh my God, man. They got a 12-bus shuttle that goes to Orchard Beach. You can go to Orchard Beach. When you have a bus that goes all the way up to Washington Heights and brings you down to the beach, it goes through all through Fordham Road and stuff. You go to the beach. I'm good. I'll pass. Cop killer, salute. Shamar in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said, salute, Drew, keep on working. I'm on the job, fam. I love my borough, but damn, I never liked Orchard Beach. Never did. Maybe I'm biased. No doubt. City Island's cool, but Orchard Beach, you can have it. I'm good. I'm good. Orchard Beach. I'm all right. Anyway. Oh, man. You listen. Yeah, I'm not. I got too many jokes. Too many jokes, man. And I ain't gonna. I'm not even, man. All right, I'm gonna get off it. I might offend some people. But you should see the people on the bus going to that beach. Y'all remember John Rocker? What he said about the 7 train? Thomas, I know you remember that. Because it made the paper and it was racist and he was a white guy saying it. Y'all remember John Rocker? I read it. And I said, he was a racist for the Braves, right? You remember exactly what he wrote about the 7 train? And I read it. And I was with my friends when I read it. And I'm looking at it and I said, you know something? He's not lying. Oh my God. Oh my, mad athletes take the train to practice, man. But I read what he said, and I said, you know, he ain't lying. That's 7 train, boy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What did he say? Hold on. Let me pull up what John Rocker said. John Rocker. It was messed up. John Rocker. Quotes. Wait a minute. Oh, man. Wait, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm trying to find exactly what he said. Here it is. Oh, this is messed up. I'm going to read it. This is messed up. And, oh, God, let me see if I can blow this up. Oh, come on, get out of here.
Critical alert from Microsoft. Your computer has alerted us that it is infected by a virus head or spyware. This virus may be sending your credit card details.
Whatever. All right, Pete. Y'all, I ain't gonna pull this guy's picture up. Y'all remember how John Rocker looked? You know, blonde hair, blue eyes. He got this smirk, right? All right, this is what he said. The biggest thing I don't like about New York are the foreigners. Oh my God. You can walk an entire block in Times Square and not hear anybody speaking English. Oh my God. Now, that second part, you can walk an entire block in Times Square and not hear anyone speaking English. I mean, that's true. New York is a melting pot. It is. That's the beauty of our city. But to say you don't like New York because of the foreigners, that's racist, dude. Come on, dude. Don't say that. Well, he said it. He said, oh, boy, here we go. Asians and Koreans and Vietnamese and Indians and Russians and Spanish people and everything up there. How the hell did they get to this country? God damn. Now, I wasn't talking about that. He made a joke. He said something about the 7 train, and I laughed because I rode the 7 train. This guy, that is horrible, man. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. He got a few quotes here, man. Oh, Jesus. What else? Another quote he said, I ain't watching you do this crap. If you want to use some common sense here and try and upgrade your pitching, then we're going to stay. But if not, forget it. What else he said? About my presumed hatred of people of New York, the comments I made over 6 months ago offended many people. I'm fully aware. And in this, and I sincerely apologize. Yeah, that's the apology that no one cared about, dude. Get out of here. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to find. Let me put this in here. He said something about the 7 train, and I just laughed. Can't find it. Can't find it. Well, it don't matter. He said something about the wait, hold on. John Rocker talks about New York City. I want the whole quote. Oh. I got all kinds of. I put up John Rocker. I'm getting Elton John. All right, you know what? Look, I'm going off on a tangent right now. Look, John Rocker's an effing racist. All right, I just laughed because he said some crazy stuff about the 7 train. Oh man. Nowhere else in the country do people spit at you, throw bottles at you, throw quarters at you, throw batteries at you, and say, "Hey, I did your mother last night. She's a." That's right, asshole. Yeah, that's when they, man. Yeah, Ratchet, you're right. Yeah. You found it, Bully? Yeah. I was just laughing at. He said something about the 7 train, and I said, "Oh man." I looked at my boy. I said, "Yo, that's the 7 train's messed up." It's a lot of messed up places in the world, but coming from him, he has the right to remain silent. Oh man, D-Man Jr., salute. Come on, John. What the hell? Shut up. That was something crazy, man. John Rocker. Woof. Did you hear that? God. But if y'all never been to Times Square, it's a melting pot. There's all ethnicities walking around there. I mean, from places you may not even have heard of. Oh, wait. He said type in John Rocker in the subway. Imagine having to take the 7 train to Shea Stadium, looking like you're in Beirut next to some kid with purple hair, next to some F word with AIDS, right next to some dude who got out of jail for the 4th time, right next to some 20-year-old man with 4 kids. Now, let me ask y'all a question. Y'all ever rode the 7 train? Oh. You can't confirm the dude with the monster, with the STD, but when it goes through, goes over Queens Boulevard, there's a lot of interesting characters that get on that train. I'll just say that. That's why I'm asking. If y'all rode the 7 train, you'd be like, well, on site, it, he said the 20-year-old with 4 kids. Yeah, Karma did hit him. Yeah, sure did. Man. But anyway. Yeah, the D and the B, yep. Yep. Salute to Tanisha, the young goddess, in that super chat. Much love and appreciation, sis. She says, Devin, new name is the nightmare instead of the dream. Ducks running like he Freddy. Word up, man. Yeah, let's get back to some boxing, man. Man, listen, you're right, Tanisha. Who was I talking about? All Around Strong, salute. Oh, yeah, I know Don. Yeah, Don Imus, yeah, whatever. That guy, man, that was crazy. Yeah, Thomas, if he took the 4 train to the Bronx, it'd have been over. Jim Levitt used to ride the 4 train to Yankee Stadium. I seen him on it a few times with his cowboy hat. And y'all know why I said his name. Murderer. Anyway, back to boxing. Teofimo. So he beats Loma. He beats Lomachenko. And I was happy. Wait, I'm missing a very important part. Devin Haney became WBC champion. How fast did they strip him when he had shoulder surgery? Put it in the chat. How fast did they strip him? Remember they stripped him? Oh, you won't be able to defend it. We got to take the title from you. I mean, they did it fast. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Then I just want to point that out. Then he gets it back. They give it back to him, whatever. So now he's 100%. Teofimo beats Lomachenko. Lomachenko starts talking about judges and everything else. You remember that? And then my shoulder hurt, my elbow hurt, heads and shoulders, knees and toes, everything hurts. And the judges were against me. And Bob Arum was against me. Y'all remember that? Did anybody say anything about Lomachenko making excuses? How many videos were made? I swear to God, I'm going to put the Freddie theme music behind a picture of him. I swear to God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Robert said quicker than instant grits. Quicker than 911 in the white neighborhood. That's right. Nobody said anything. Those same people that love doing videos about Deontay Wilder's making excuses. He's an excuse king. As soon as that man lost, my shoulder hurt, my neck, my back, licked my and my crack. That was Loma after the fight. My shoulder hurt, my elbow hurt. The judges were against me. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You just lost. If you was hurt, you should have went in the ring. You're Lomachenko. Syria 357, salute. My neck, my back. Yeah. Where were the thousands of videos for making excuses? Where was Mike Coppinger and Kevin Ioli and Rick Glasser and Steve Kim? Talking about this is deplorable, him making excuses. Teo just won. Just get back in line and take your loss like a man. Stop making excuses. Where were all of those videos and articles? Whatever. So Teo gets the franchise status, a status that I thought you couldn't lose in the ring. Remember? That's what Mauricio told us. You can't lose it in the ring. Let me go back to the definition. Franchise boxers shall enjoy a special privileged status with respect to his or her mandatory obligations, holding multiple titles and competing for titles of other organizations regardless of the weight category at which the contest is held, as the WBC Board of Governors, in its sole discretion, rules on a case-by-case basis. Are y'all confused? I'm reading this. This is unbelievable. Let me read this to y'all because it's relevant. A significant adjustment to the rule came about when Teofimo Lopez requested to become franchise boxer if he defeated Vasil Lomachenko. Teofimo prevailed, and the WBC conferred to him the well-deserved franchise boxer designation in the WBC lightweight division. So again, he requested it. He requested it. I thought you can't lose it. What? Let me see if I can find something else. Something very, very
each year.
There was an interview that this kid did. When he said that Devin didn't understand his he said something about that Devin doesn't understand about something about his path, that's not the path that Mauricio, the WBC, has for him, or something he said. I should have looked for it last night. I didn't think to do it. There's 1,000 videos here. I should have looked for it last night, but I remember seeing it. I think he was talking to Ellie Sekback. Wait a minute. Is this it? Wait a minute. I don't know if it is. And it's on Fight Hub. And I don't know, if I share their material. said something about Devin Haney. All right, look. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm going to have to share this. I'm sorry. I might get flagged. I don't know, because this ain't my material. But this is important. This is important. This is very important. Just listen.
He doesn't see bigger picture. And the thing is, the kid doesn't see it. He doesn't see bigger picture. They actually moved him back up in the rankings, so I'm actually closer as number. I'm probably, I think, top 3 in all four body sections. Excuse me. So I think he tried to basically make it seem like I was scared to fight him. Kid tries to do anything he wants to show everybody and prove. The thing is that I'm still in his brain. I'm still in his mind. I'm the guy.
All right, I don't want to go too long on that because it's not my material. You can go ahead and look at it. It's on Fight Hub. Basically, in that interview, what I got from it was he knew the play. I firmly believe that they sat down with Mauricio Suleiman and they organized a plan for Teofimo that didn't include Devin Haney. That's my point. That's my point. I firmly believe that. And he knew that. He knew that. That was before there was any talks of a franchise status. They knew it was coming. All he had to do was beat Lomachenko, and he almost blew it in the 10th round, but he won. And I was rooting for the kid to beat Loma. I was. And he won, and then he gets the franchise status, and I'm like, I thought it wasn't transferable. And then he started running around talking about, I am undisputed. Wait a minute. There's a dispute. How are you undisputed? Loma didn't have the WBC strap. Yes, he did. He had the franchise status. That's not the real strap. The real strap is the strap he gave to Devin Haney. And rather than, see, we live in Mr. Fist, salute. Renee Box Young, my brother, salute. We live in an era where your favorite fighter, if your favorite fighter does not have to face a serious challenge, you celebrate him maneuvering around that challenge. This is the era we live in now. It's sick. It's disgusting. It's cowardly. It's cowardly. We live in an era where I remember, again, with Facebook, I remember having a debate in an NBA room that I got dragged into. And it was a big old, to me, this debate was stupid. This was stupid. Now, peep this. Macadocious Mac of the South, salute. Now, peep this. It came up, which career would you rather have? Charles Barkley or Robert Horry? I said Charles Barkley. Everybody that was born like in 2005 and after that, who do you think they said? They said Robert Horry. I said, oh, okay. Y'all know me. I said, why? What do you think they said? Wow, Robert Horry got a lot of chips. Yeah. Was Robert Horry trash? Absolutely not. 502 King, I see you, family. He says, speaking of Haney, can he prevent getting KO'd by Comey if he accepts it? I don't know where all this KO talk comes from. Let me put that there so I don't forget it. I'm gonna make my point, but I'm gonna come back to that, brother. Was Robert Horry trash? No. That's Mr. Big Shot. But he ain't Charles Barkley. Xavier, salute. That's right, DP Rocker. He got 7 chips. But he's not Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is a top 50 all-time player. What are you talking about? Robert Horry has nerves of ice. He will shoot that rock from half court, and it'll go in. He was not trash, but he's not Charles Barkley. And you know what these young kids were telling me? Barkley ain't got no chips. So let me get this straight. You little kids would be perfectly fine if you rolled the bench and the only playing time you ever got was when your team was up by 30 and there's only 5 minutes left in the fourth, or you're down by 30 and there's no chance of you winning the game, and a majority of your points came from the free throw line. You're cool with that? This is the era that we live in. These kids don't want to work. I said, Charles, there's really no comparison. I said, who's better? Stat for stat, who's better? Who's better? Who had the better career? Oh, well, Robert had 7 chips. Okay. I remember he had beef on Phoenix and they had to trade him. He threw the towel in Danny Ainge's face. He was the guy when he was a free agent and you was on a chip run. Oh, Robert Horry's there? Pick him up. We could use him. But in his prime, Charles Barkley, different. I'm ill will in the building. There's no comparison. Prime for prime. Now, mind you, Robert Horry in 1994 and 95, him and Sam Cassell, when they played for the championship Rockets. See, I know basketball. I just don't talk about it much. Well, my era of ball. This era of ball, I don't get it. They were playing like they were in the league 10 years already. They were rookies. Robert Horry was not trash, but he was not Charles Barkley. Stop it. Stop. No, we all about the chips here, OG. Well, they weren't calling me OG. They was calling me old man. Meanwhile, on Facebook, you can go into their accounts and look at them. Bunch of fat bodies. We all about the chips here, old man. Yeah. The potato chips. I see. You all about the pies and the cookies, the sugar wafers. You all about the diabetes. The diabetes. You all about the diabetes. Trust me, I was overweight. I got right. I'm not about the diabetes. You are. I'm still about that high blood pressure, though. I'm still about that high hypertension. Take a pill every day. Anyway, there's no comparison. So here's what I hit him with. You ready for this? So I said, the chips make the player, right? Yeah, man, we all about the chips in here. The chips made the player. So there's a draft, and you have to pick a center. Are you picking Patrick Ewing or Luke Longley? What? What? They couldn't Google fast enough. Cállate la boca. And just like that, Slade. So anyway, we live in an era where these fight fans will celebrate their favorite fighter having all of this gold and doing minimum work. They celebrate them not challenging themselves. Devin is the challenge. I come from a place where if I'm rooting for a person, I want to see him clean out everything and leave no doubt. How many fighters today can we say have the Lennox Lewis mentality, the Evander Holyfield mentality, the Muhammad Ali mentality? They wanted it all. If Lennox Lewis was fighting today, there'd be no AJ, number one. But number two, he'd have fought Deontay about 3 times already. Win or lose. Win or lose, because that's who Lennox Lewis was. Evander Holyfield would have fought Deontay 4 or 5 times by now. Win or lose, because that's who he was. Now it's all about posture and business. If it makes money, it makes sense. And I need the venue, and I need this, and you're the A side. And then you get promoters like Eddie Hearn coming in, ruining stuff. And then you got promoters that have fans. Listen, how the hell are you a promoter and you have fans? I don't see Shelly Finkel all up in the videos. Does Bob Arum? I know I know Top Rank has a social media, but does Bob Arum have a personal social media with out with the kids, out with the grandbabies, getting my insulin? I don't see that. Does Don King have one? Eddie Hearn is all in the videos. He has a fan base. I've never seen anything like. I'm not used to this. Does Al Heyman have a social media? Y'all can't even tell me how that man's voice sound. And people got everything to say about him. And all he did was try and give us free boxing on TV. You see how this works? Just like Gary Russell, according to the definition of what a franchise, what the franchise status is supposed to be, he qualifies, but he didn't get it. Wasn't offered to him. Teofimo knew the play. I believe, I can't confirm it, but I believe he knew about the franchise status before they actually took off. I believe he knew about it. I believe he did. So why didn't Teo fight Devin? A lot of it has to do with the fan base. You had people like myself, the supporters were like, yo, the fight makes sense. These are 2 young lions. We might be on the verge of an instant classic. Let's see who's better. And then you had the other fan base talking about, hey, no, he's undisputed. He don't have to fight Devin. Email champion. He can stay over there. We don't care if he don't ever fight Devin. I thought this was boxing where fighters fight. How are you making fun of Devin for the Matrix rather than fight him? Give up the belt. The Teofimo fans, the fanatics, should be offended that Loma thought Teo was easy work, because he knew that Devin wasn't easy work, because he said, no, I don't want it. He just gave up his wallet to a robber that didn't have no gun or knife. He just gave up the wallet. Yo, here, I don't want no smoke. Wait a minute, I thought you was nice with it. I thought you was Chuck Norris, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, Jet Li. I thought you was the one. You just gave up your wallet? He ain't had no gun, no knife. He was just knuckled up. That's what they call strong arm robbery. Devin just said, yo, I got next. Nah, I'm on here. You're here. Huh? You're here. Huh? All right. Then Mauricio, franchise status. Getting in, and he lost. I thought the franchise status wasn't transferable, but magically, up until Teofimo, it became transferable. Like, y'all seeing the play here? Y'all seeing the play? Then Teo, a few years ago, says, yo, Devin doesn't understand that this is not his path. Something he said. This is not what they want for him. Something he said. I got to go back and review it. I was like, wow, why would he say that? Oh. Sounds to me that Mauricio wanted Teo to be undisputed. More marketable. Hey. Hey, man. So now Devin is sitting up here with a WBC strap, and nobody wants to jump into the ring with him except guess who? Let's get to him. Rolly. Well, in closing, let me close out Teofimo, because I went off on Teo because I put him on a pedestal. He's from Brooklyn. He's from New York. I wanted to see him win. Like win it. When I say win, I want to see him win in life. I was proud of the kid. He's listening to his father. I was proud of him. Then he running around, going up to Eddie Hearn, making me agree with Eddie Hearn. Y'all remember that? Yeah. You should be undisputed. You should be undisputed. But you're not. Remember that? I said, oh, man. Why are you making me agree with Eddie Hearn? Why are you making me agree with Eddie Hearn? It was true, though, right? You're not undisputed. There's a dispute. There's a belt over there. You have to go get it. Franchise status, what is that? What is that? You know it's nonsense. All of this to what? Not fight Devin Haney. And now you ran and got your bag. I gave you credit for that, Teo. You ran and got your bag. $6 million or something like that from Triller. And you couldn't fulfill that. Remember? You went from one date. Then you said, no, I can't do it because Floyd's in the way. Then you went to the next date because you got J-Lo and that ain't happening. And I'm skipping through stuff because I ain't got enough time to talk about the specifics. And then you got the COVID, but you popped up in Italy. Huh? Look, man, you see why I went off on him? Now you see? How could I believe what you say when I see what you do? Well, I said, yo, look, him versus Devin is a 50-50 fight. Now I don't believe you. Now you're running around here. They're telling you, yo, look, go to Australia and fight Cambosis. No, I don't want to. Now you in litigation and all this other. I saw the article. I didn't even bother to talk about it. All of this. And Cambosis is like, yeah, I want this smoke. What's good? Then you start telling these fighters, yo, look, we can see a negative COVID test. I want to see the positive one, though. Your manic depressed ass, man. I'm so disgusted with this kid, man. That's why I went off on him. Now you see. Was I hard on him? Yes. Because I expect better. But Teo's burned the bridge officially. Whatever. So now we get to, so Loma ducked. Teo ducked. Still ducking. Ryan is a glorified marketing scheme. And now Rolly wants the smoke. I like Rolly's fire, but let me address this real quick. Speaking of Haney, can he prevent getting KO by Comey if he accepts the challenge? I don't know where this KO talk comes in at. And salute to DP Rocker in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He says, salute, Drew. I was born in 74. Thank God we didn't have social media back in our day. Man, listen, I'm so glad for that. I actually went outside. You know what I'm saying? I actually went outside and played. We played tag. We used to fall off equipment in the playground. I come from an era where on a 90-degree day, we had metal equipment. It was, I don't know how we survived the 70s and 80s. Man, I jumped on the slide and burnt myself. Got right back on that fucker. Ooh, I just got to turn when I slide down it next time. I used to come home with bumps and bruises. My mother was like, what is wrong with you? He was outside playing. That's how I grew up. These kids get a hangnail and be going into urgent care. Stop talking like that. You 15. What's wrong with these kids? What's wrong with you kids wearing basketball shorts underneath your buttocks? I don't need to see your drawers, your multicolored drawers. This kid is playing ball. His shorts were below his buttocks, right? The pattern on his drawers, from a distance, it looked like the gay flag. That was made on purpose. And this kid bought that, or his mama, or his daddy, or whoever, and now he's wearing it in the street. And you're playing ball with your shorts sagging. Hey, man, let me give you another bit of information. You see these kids walking around with slippers on? They're in every city in the United States. You see the White Sox with the slippers on. They be on the bus. They be on the trains. They be walking around. You see that? You know where that's from? That's from jail. That's how they walk around in jail. In the hood, they celebrate ignorance to an extent. So when Joe Blow comes home, he's not deprogrammed. He was walking around in his hood, sitting on the porch with low socks and slippers. And the kids thought it was cool because he did a 25-year bid. It's not cool. He's been told what to do for 25 years. And he can't deprogram himself. He can't sleep on a soft bed. He sleeps on the floor. He has to get used to a soft bed now. But they think it's cool. So about 5, 6, 7 years later, I'm looking at a city with kids walking around with slippers on and socks. And they don't know where that came from. I know exactly where it came from. Why are you showing your drawers? What is that? No, that's ridiculous. That's disgusting, dude. That's disgusting. These are the kids. And I'm supposed to listen to you kids about boxing? Get out of here. I'm not listening to you about any sport. You know what ruined it for me with the NBA? The offensive foul. I said, what happened to defense? You go into the hole, somebody jumping in front of you and going like this and falling on the floor. That's a play? I said, I ain't got much longer. Every time I turned around, Vlade Divac was falling on the floor. Karl Malone's big ass. Y'all ever saw Karl Malone? Oh my God, that's not even a human being. He's a tank. Why is he falling on the floor? Then when everybody from the 90s started retiring, by then, everybody's doing it. It's a play. I said, okay, they've hijacked the NBA from me. I can't do it. Nope. So I don't pay attention. Shout out to the Bucks. I can't. I just can't. I can't. They've stolen the game from me. I just don't watch. Boxing, when you have, salute to you, Bruce. I see you, family. When you have a fan base celebrating their favorite fighter, not fighting their rivals in their respective division, there's a problem. There's a problem. What do you want Teofimo to do exactly? He don't need to fight Devin. Let me get this straight. You don't want him to fight Devin. Why? What's the joke? This is boxing. We want to see these fights. Don't tell me Devin don't deserve it. Don't tell me what he's done. Don't act. Yo, listen. You want to get funky with it? You want to get funky with it? I know I saved it. Where I find it. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Hello, broadcasters.
Y'all want to get funky with it? Cool. Let's get it. Donald, now the 66-year-old G. Salute. Let's get funky with it.
That our black fighters fight in a style that is not pleasing to the fans, let's just say, and that's why they don't sell. Some of the black fighters, I had a young man named Terry Norris, who I molded in a Mexican style. He was an attacker. He was a kid.
All right, stop. Terry Norris. He just said oh my God, I'm getting mad. Abel Sanchez. He just said Terry Norris. You heard him say Terry Norris. Have y'all seen how Terry Norris looks today? You molded him into a Mexican style to make him more marketable, is what you're saying. How's Terry Norris doing today? How's he doing today? Black fighters don't sell. We don't have an plea. Almighty Law, salute. G Brown, salute. Look. This was 2018. He tried to get Gennady Golovkin in the ring with Floyd Mayweather at a catch weight. But we aren't pleasing and they don't sell. 2018, both Charlos were around. Black fighters don't sell, but you fought Curtis Stevens from Brooklyn, the chin checker. You fought Dominic Wade, my man. Who's the other kid? That somehow, I believe, the only marketing ploy for him was he was related somehow to Marvin Hagler. You fought about 3 black fighters. What are you talking about? They don't sell unless they're standing in front of you slugging it out. And what exactly is Mexican style, dude?
Killer is going to come and hurt you. Unfortunately, some of the fighters now is more of the sweet science. Fans don't want to see the sweet science, no matter what they say. Fans want to see somebody get hurt.
Fans don't want to see the sweet science. They want to see someone get hurt. You're not lying, Abel, because you did a brilliant, Willie Monroe, thank you. You did a brilliant job with Dominic Brazil in his last fight because he got his ass kicked. Thank you. Great job. So they want to see people get hurt, right? How many people did Deontay Wilder hurt? Then talk to me about how he's getting treated by fans. How many people has Tyson Fury hurt? He's not a knockout artist. Huh? That's right, Kane the bad guy. They don't want to see that, but Floyd, $500 million, right? Just because someone is articulate doesn't mean that they know what the hell they're talking about. And this guy is so full of ish, his eyes are brown.
And when I said that he was like Mayweather, he fought in a very defensive style like Mayweather. But watch Mayweather when he was a 35-pounder and a 30-pounder. He was a killer then. You know, he fought to knock you out. He fought to hurt you. So Canelo, what did I say the other day? Conor McGregor turned Mayweather into a Mexican fighter, and Golovkin turned Canelo into a Mayweather. You know.
All right. Enough. You heard it. If you agree with that, fine. Hold on a second, y'all. That was weird. Anyway. Thank you, Kane the bad guy. What style does Tank Davis have? Yeah. You see, these people talk themselves into this stuff. Now, since then, what do I always say? Time reveals all truth. Abel did all that talking. And I remember listening to it like, yo, what is wrong with this guy? We know what's wrong with him. But he was trying to market Gennady Golovkin. Gennady, who he considered like a son to him. And what happened as soon as Gennady got that DAZN money? Boot. And the next time we saw Abel Sanchez talking the same talk, because black fighters don't sell, he was left to do what? Coach a black fighter who hasn't been the same since he fought another black fighter who has the highest KO ratio today. And Dominic Brazil got in there with Otto Wallin and got his face boxed in. And he didn't look good. Dominic needs to retire. He didn't look good. His feet weren't underneath him. He's getting outboxed. He couldn't get out of the way of no punches. He just didn't look good. It's time for him to stop before he hurts himself. And I'm not saying that just to say it. It's true. He needs to stop. So is Deontay Wilder fighting Mexican style? Are the Charlos fighting Mexican style? Whom were around in 2018 that Gennady Golovkin could have fought? Saying. Are these not facts? Demetrius Andrade? That's your excuse. And what's sick is there were fans of Gennady Golovkin that bought that. And that's my point. They bought that. They agreed with that. They said, hey, man, that's true. He don't need to fight those guys. They're boring. Tim, salute. He don't need to fight those guys. They're boring. But Canelo's boring. You hear all kinds of weird things on who's he for. Huh? He didn't do anything to fight Gennady Golovkin. But Willie Monroe did? Black fighters are boring, but Willie Monroe and Dominic Wade and Curtis Stevens, they were okay, right? Give me a break, man. Give me a break. That's why I don't go back and forth with people in chats. I don't do that ish anymore. I know what I know, and that's the end of it. If you don't like what I have to say, leave. You're free to leave. No one's holding you here. Now, that's my take on Teofimo. He has a fan base that justifies all of his fugazi activity. So if y'all cool with him doing that and y'all want to believe that he's undisputed, fine. He got some business to take care of with Kambosos. He better not F around and get in there and lose, because that's something else. But if he beats Kambosos, then what? Is he going up to 147? No one will ever let that get away. We will always tell you he did not fight Devin Haney. And it's not like Devin Haney ducked him. He was looking for the smoke. Y'all like dangling that steak in front of a hungry lion. Aha, he ain't got to fight him. What kind of fan are you? You're not a supporter. You're a fanatic. You want to pop bottles instead of putting in the actual work. Look at how fast they turned on Lennox Lewis when Lennox Lewis said, yo, AJ got to fight Wilder, man. He got to take care of that. And y'all remember what Twitter did to him? UK fans? Oh, you're just jealous of AJ. Wait a minute. Lennox Lewis is jealous of Anthony Joshua? In what universe does that make sense? How? Y'all just went from saying Lennox Lewis would have demolished Wilder. Well, we don't know. They'll never fight. They're two different eras. It's a fantasy matchup. It's a fun conversation. I'll say the same thing for AJ, though. I think Lennox Lewis gets AJ out of there in 6 rounds. Because he was just flat out tougher than him. But it's a fantasy matchup. It's a fun conversation to have. What I do know is Lennox has a deep enough resume not to be jealous of anybody. And all he said was, it's not like Deontay is in a lower weight class or, whatever. It was, yo, they're right here. Because remember, once upon a time, they were undefeated. And Deontay had a belt. And AJ had a belt. And all Lennox said was, yo, man, he got to go handle that. Peep this. He didn't say Deontay has to go handle AJ. I'm going to point something out to y'all. And this went right over everyone's head. He didn't say, yo, Deontay needs to go handle AJ. Why didn't he say that? Why did he say AJ got to go handle Deontay? Why? Because all the pressure was on AJ. He had all the marbles. He's the one that made the call. If AJ really wanted that fight to happen, it'd have happened. Deontay was sitting there like, yo, I'm here. What did AJ not do? The ball was in his court the entire time. And all that he said was, AJ got to handle that business. That's all he said. And the fans turned on him and called him jealous. The same fans that said, wait till you need our support. You're going to get knocked out next fight. You know when they started saying that about AJ? After the last killing of a black man. And all he said was, hey, man, we need to support our own businesses. We need to be more united. Something that all other ethnicities do. Chinatown, Little Korea, Little Tokyo, Little Italy. There's 2 of them right here in New York. Little Poland. Parts of Brooklyn. The Jewish communities in Brooklyn. There's nothing wrong with supporting your own. AJ said it. And y'all remember all the tweets. I screenshot a lot of them. See how fast he turned on AJ? See that? So these are your supporters. Fair-weathered supporters. Thomas, salute. Teofimo Lopez is being celebrated by his fan base for ducking. Look, okay, you can have all the pride you want. Latino pride, fine. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about 2 fighters who I felt were the best in their respective division who needed to fight. Do you understand? We might have been on the cusp of a Hearns, Ray Leonard situation here, but we won't know now. If you're really supportive of the guy, have him leave no doubt. Have him leave no doubt. That's the era I come from. But right now there's doubt. Do I think Devin's the best in the division? Yes. But I can't say for sure because Teo is acting like a diva. I'm not even worried about Ryan Garcia because he's depressed, right? Let him get well, whatever. Go handle your depression. You got Javier, Fortuna, whatever problems. You got Jojo Diaz, whatever problems. Oh, well, yeah, and there's something else I want to discuss. Shout out to Aki. He reported something yesterday. It just popped up. Let me read it. I'm gonna read you the title. Oh crap. Hold on. This was crazy. Where is it? Darn it. Put it in here. I'm gonna read you the title. I'm not gonna play this video, of course. Aki reported this yesterday. It came out. It just popped up on my timeline. I read it. I'm subscribed to Aki. It's a good channel. Blacklist. Jojo Diaz reveals ESPN's Mike Coppinger called to block Devin Haney fight for Ryan Garcia. Y'all go ahead and look at that yourself. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Wow. Basically, and y'all can go look at it. I know a lot of y'all are subscribed to Aki. Y'all can go look at it. I don't want to play his content on it. But basically, I'm going to give you the short version. Mike Coppinger was forcing the Jojo Diaz versus Ryan Garcia fight and detouring him away from Devin Haney. Mike Coppinger was doing that. Go watch the video. I was like, what the yo? Just last night. He showed proof in writing. So when we talk about an agenda, Tanisha, you saw that? You saw it, right? Wow. Wow. Shout out to Aki, man. I could, and Bill didn't even know about that. You see, this is why it's important because these fighters and some of these managers, they don't see and hear everything. Bill's a busy man. He didn't even know that Mike did that. That's for us. Yo, see, Tanisha saw it. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm no hater. I'm no hater. When someone has something serious, and look, that's the link right there. That's the link right there. When y'all get a chance, that's it right there. Mind blown. St. Louis Mix, you saw it, right? Mind blown. So when we say the fix is in, oh, there's no racism. Y'all always complain about racism. And when we say no, the media, the fix is in. These guys are trying to dictate certain things. Why are they treating Devin like this? The same reason why they treat Wilder like this. Now, all of these things we found out about Tyson Fury in the last week. Tell me where ESPN is talking about this. It's not even about boxing anymore. Bob Arum said X amount of people, and he mentioned names, had COVID. But we have video of them being out and about. That's right, Asante. Out and about with COVID. Forget boxing. These are crimes. Y'all heard on Trill the other day? These are crimes. Somebody need to be put in jail. Did FA really have it? Word on the street is he's cool with a YouTube channel. I don't know who the brother is, but this is the word I got. It's a Nigerian brother. And the brother spoke to FA. And when he heard that he had COVID, he put it on his channel, and FA reached out to the brother and said, take that down. I don't have COVID. He took the video down. Now, I don't know who the brother is. I don't know the name, but this is what I was told. So if FA don't have it, Sugar Hill don't have it, Jared Anderson don't have it, the cook that they said have it don't have it, the masseuse don't have it, Andy Lee don't have it. How is it that only Fury has it? And he's in England right now. Salute to WJ Luckett, the super sticker. Much love and appreciation. Huh? Talk to me. But then when we bring up things, we're always crying. Stormy B-Man says, at Drew and JoJo revealed this info. Think about all of those who've kept mum on these sucker journalists. Yo, dude, I understand. JoJo revealed this info. JoJo revealed this info. Look at the video. I'll share the link again. Shout out to Aki. I was just about to go to bed. This popped up. I said, let me see what the brother's talking about. I was like, yo, what is this? You see why I talk that talk about Mike Coppinger and Rick Glasser and Kevin Iole and Steve Kim? You see why now? You see? You can't make this stuff up. Kevin Iole said, my boss told me not to release the interview. But he releases 10 seconds of an interview of Deontay Wilder saying something in particular. Unique Dawn, salute. So did he mean don't release all of it or some of it? Or I'm confused, dude. Which one is it? Which one is it? You release just enough to try and prove a point and push an agenda. That's what you did, dude. All we kept saying was release the whole video. I mean, I asked Tay Jones, how long was that interview? He said about 30 minutes, maybe more. And he wasn't the only person on the call. So all of those people work for the same. Somebody has that audio. Release the whole thing. I know you have it, Kevin. All we ask is to release the whole thing. But you want to get on your Instagram talking about you hate Fred Hawthorne and flip him the bird and everything else? No, dude. You hate yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for treating the American champion the way you did. What does this have to do with Devin Haney? Everything. 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 Devin Haney is falling victim to the same machine that Deontay Wilder's fallen victim of, to the same machine that every other black fighter's fallen victim of. The same one. Do you see why they really hate Floyd Mayweather? And I'm not talking about him as a person. Floyd Mayweather made it happen, and he got away with everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. They tried to get that dude, and it didn't work. $500 million net worth, undefeated, and threw it in your face, and you couldn't stand it. You couldn't stand it. Pacquiao was your last hope, and he lost. Canelo was your hope at one point. He lost. Maidana, y'all jumped on that bandwagon, but jumped right back off it. Andre Berto, y'all didn't care. Huh? Tell me I'm lying. You guys are something else. You guys are something else. The support for Floyd was deeper than boxing. And what did they do when we spoke up on his behalf? They made up names for us. Flomos. I like this one. The demographic. The demographic. What exactly does that mean? Y'all remember that? The demographics? Right. Right. Well, guess what? The demographic spends money. We actually go to the fights. Ask Tyson Fury. Because part of the reason why he ducked out of this fight wasn't because of COVID. It was because no Brits could fly over here because they got the cooties. We all know he's an energy person. That's right, Steve Kim, Dougie Fisher. Dan Raphael. I got a picture of Dan Raphael. Let's pull it up. Where is it? Do I? Oh, there you go. During the Thanksgiving Day parade in front of Barney. This guy, if he ever reports on a fighter being out of shape, poke him with a damn needle, see if he bursts. You know, like a deflated balloon flying around a room. Maybe that'll happen. There you go. I'm telling you right now, there better be double mayonnaise on this chicken and pork sandwich. If not, I'm going to write an entire article about you in this bad, bad, bad deli. Fat chitlin. Salute, Scotty. Trick Nolte in the building. I see you. Old media is done. Y'all guys, it's too easy for you guys. You guys are liars, and you guys push an agenda. And only haters echo what you echo. What you say. Just because you went and got a degree in journalism, that means you know how to lie. Y'all read what was said about the dude that wrote when he interviewed Tyson Fury, talk about how the condensation, the water dripped from the can of beer as he sipped it and slammed it down and asked for another one. That was well written. What was the bottom line? The man is drinking when he should be training. You know he has a problem with addiction. And then he sat here and lied and said that was his first drink that he's had since Christmas. But what was the difficulty with that? Whiskey on my mind. Sunday blues. 8:21 a.m., so he's drinking in the a.m. He looks drunk in the picture. March 14th, 2021. But he sat up there and told the dude interviewing him he hasn't had a drink since Christmas Day. Come on. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's too easy. No old media will darken the strong house step. None. And I know y'all got degrees in what you're doing. You got all these degrees in journalism. You got doctorates and all this other weird stuff. Smash my like button. But all of that is irrelevant when you're having a conversation with a person like me who knows what I'm talking about. You can have a lawyer who has perfected his craft and owns a law firm. Net worth of $5 million. Best lawyer in the land. Can he fly a plane? Can he drive a bus? Can he do the same job that the brain surgeon does? Yeah. This is just logic. This is just logic. This is just logic. Steve Kim, Dougie Fisher, Rick Glasser, Kevin Ioli, Dan Raphael. Your thoughts on the COVID with Tyson Fury, with Teofimo Lopez in Italy when he said he had COVID. Your thoughts. They haven't said anything. They may have said something about it, but why is it I don't hear your personal opinion about that? But when Deontay Wilder said, yo, I felt like I got drugged, that was news. That was news. A guy that can't sell no seats and he's not popular and he would lose to every other real heavyweight historically. But that was news when he said that I felt drained. I didn't feel right, which made the suit feel heavy. The suit felt entirely too heavy. Trick Boxing in the building. Salute. My brother Sugar Fantastic in the building. Salute, family. In that super chat. Much love and appreciation. You always support it. That's news, right? Mm-hmm. Right. Y'all make this too easy. That's why I love it when you guys write. Because when you're right, you're wrong. See how I did that? When you write, you're wrong. You guys are full of ish. It's too easy to catch y'all. It's too easy to catch y'all. I'm watching the numbers fluctuate from up to 201 back to 169, back to 200 to 190 to 169. Smash the like button. I know what's going on. There's haters here watching me like this. Can't get in, can you? Can't get in, can you? I did that. I did that. Do your screenshots, do your videos. Because every time you talk reckless, I get 10 new subs in like an hour. Yeah. So I'm waiting on you. Turn me off, go to the gym, get on the treadmill, and don't get off until I say so. And when I say so, then bust out some push-ups. I want 4 sets of 40. Then I want you to do some pull-ups if your fat ass can even do it. Then I want you to hit 2 body parts. Chest, triceps, or back and biceps. Then try not to eat a donut when you leave. That's what you do. See? I don't want you to die. You came in for some truth. I just gave it to you. You hear, right? You know I'm not a hater. I just plugged out Key TV. He's not LDBC. But he has great content. I like his channel. And what he dropped yesterday was a bombshell. A bombshell. Mike Coppinger. And he showed the receipts. Go look at the video, family. Go look at the video, family. That was, man, I was literally sitting here like, yo, what the they don't even try to hide it anymore. This is the post-Trump era. And speaking of which, and I promise I'll get to Rolly before I get out of here. Speaking of which, I posted a video about Herschel Walker and his son. You know, Herschel Walker is running for a Senate seat in Georgia. And my issue with Herschel is that he's been a raccoon for decades. So Herschel been canceled. Brilliant football player and all that great stuff, but Herschel Walker been canceled for me for years. For years. And he raised his son to hate on his own people like how his daddy does. So I did a video about that. And the point of the video was just when you think you're going to get somewhere, something's going to happen to you. And you're going to get what you call your N-word, your Negro wake-up call. And you will be reminded that you're black. Well, what happened with him was he getting to the seat and then all this dirt starts popping up, like most politicians. You find out that he has multiple cases against him for threatening his ex-wife. And then he has multiple personalities. I said, whoa, what? And all of this came out right when he gets close to the seat. So I mentioned that. That was the video that was it about. It was your N-word wake-up call. This is who you are, and they just reminded you, yo, look, whoa, pump your brakes. You're a black man. You won't get that seat unless we tell you you're going to get your seat. And all of that came up right when he's running for that seat. Now you find out that he has multiple personalities, and he has issues with his ex-wife, threatening her life. And another thing, they said he exaggerated his financial success with his chicken business. I'm not kidding. Go look at my video. He has a business where I guess he's in the chicken business where he's packaging chicken, and they said that he exaggerated it. So now if you have multiple personalities and that comes about, you're like, wow, I'm in business with this guy. He told me he has a net worth of $10 million. Which personality was I talking to? Was I talking to Herschel Walker or Walker Herschel or Hershey Bar, or which guy was I talking to? I might want to pull out. And all of this came about as he's running for a Senate, for a seat in Georgia. So I said, well, hey man, maybe if you was that other ethnicity, that would have been kept under wraps. I don't know. But you've gotten your wake-up call, and you're raising your son to be the same way. So go to the comments, and there's a guy that starts talking about, well, you know, Donald Trump. Basically, he was saying Donald Trump is not a bad guy, and here's what was funny. The person talking to me was Boricua. I'm not kidding. Drew Titan, he's not racist. You are my man. This is the first Republican who got the most votes from Black and Hispanics. Matt misspelled words. Both peace to the Middle East and had great family. Has never had any addiction or whatever. Then he says, look, Drew, and if there's someone I don't trust is in lawyers and prosecutors. Those are the most corrupt people in the world. And woman was raped, and who will know? Look, he was going on and on and on. Basically, Donald Trump, me mentioning Donald Trump, because in the article, it mentions that on 3 different occasions, it mentions that he's good friends with Donald Trump. I'm like, well, look where that got him. I hope Donald Trump helps him get his seat. But what this dude didn't understand, this wasn't a political post. It was about this black man having his black man wake-up call. Him and his son. And I had to tell this fool, look, my disdain for Donald Trump and Herschel Walker predates their political campaign. I've hated Donald Trump since the Central Park 5. That was in the 80s. Dude said, well, I'm not familiar with the Central Park 5. You're familiar with Donald Trump, but you're not familiar about that? I said, stop right there. Go Google it and don't talk to me. That's when I didn't like Donald Trump, along with other stuff that he's done. Being discriminating against people with property due to their ethnicity. This was way before the White House. What are you talking about? So had I not mentioned Donald Trump, he wouldn't be in my chat saying anything. This was a Puerto Rican. I'm only assuming he's Puerto Rican because the term Boricua was in his YouTube channel. I said, listen, if you got a problem with this ain't the channel for you. It's as simple as that. He says, well, I'm just going to go ahead and unsub. Nigga, if you going to unsub. I've unsubbed from dozens of channels. I never announced it. I just left. Get out. Get out. Don't care. Don't want you here. If you have an issue, get out. I've left channels where I was wrenched up. And when enough was enough, I left. You typing all of this stuff, it's silly. Get out. Get out. That was not a political post. If you have a problem with my content and you feel you want to address me, please do it respectfully. I've had people hit me up behind the scenes and we've spoken. And I'm trying to conduct my show in a more family-friendly manner. There's certain things that I can't help when I go on a tangent. Like I'm trying to watch my mouth because I know some cats is like doing work around the house and they got their kids. They got me on playing loud. I don't want to be F-bombing and everything. And their kids are around. I know 1-900 Hustler, but I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't, I'm not attacking them because of that. You know what I'm saying? But I did see videos of him on Instagram degrading black people. And I'm like, where's he getting this from? He hasn't even lived. He doesn't know what racism is. It's his father. He's getting that crap from his father. He's his father with multiple personalities who's abused and did some crap to his wife, the wife had to make police reports, whatever it said, is raising the son to hate black people. Did you hate your father for going upside your mama's head or whatever happened? I don't know. I'm not saying that that's what happened. I'm just saying. That's what the post was about. The N-word wake-up call. It wasn't about Donald Trump. And I mentioned his name, and Boricua got in his feelings. So you got your 2 seconds of fame. I don't need your support. Goodbye. He left. He's blocked or whatever. I made sure I found him on Instagram. I blocked him there too. We don't have to speak. And that's the end of it. But this new era of people making announcements that they're leaving, dude, you's a sissy. Just leave, dude. Get out of here, man. Don't nobody care. I ain't see when you came in. If you like what you see, great. If you don't, great. There's the door. Get out, man. You guys, this feminine behavior. Feminine behavior. What you talking about, dude? Lastly, I want to talk about Rolly. Let's get to Rolly. I want to talk about this clown right here. Rolly, Rolly, Rolly. Is this thing gonna work? Oh, for Pete's sake. All right. The sound ain't working. Well, y'all seen this, right? Y'all seen this, right? I can't get the audio up. Let me close all of this stuff out. Maybe I'll get it up. Pause. Y'all need to hear it if y'all missed it. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's get it.
Bitch ass Haney's #1. Fake ass, Mexico ass, fucking email ass champion. Daddy bought his fucking career. Daddy bought him a fucking win in Mexico that they raised the other motherfucker's hand. So y'all can all go fuck yourself. Devin Haney is the biggest bitch, not just at 135, in boxing. So don't give me that shit. Devin Haney is the biggest bitch in boxing. If I'm so easy, fight me and fucking whoop my fucking ass. But no, because he knows he's a chinny, frail ass little bitch. Bitch ass Haney.
All right. Someone asked earlier, do I think Devin Haney's gonna can he stand up to Richard Commey's power? First of all, I don't know where this thing came up where Devin Haney ain't got no chin. He got hit by a puncher and he didn't fall. He was rocked, but he didn't fall. And yeah, I know, Copper. It's like, y'all remember Lennox Lewis got knocked out by why am I having a brain fart right now? Oliver McCall. And all of a sudden, he ain't had no chin. No, he got hit with something he ain't see. Vladimir Klitschko was tagging him. Vladimir Klitschko was tagging him, right? Shannon Briggs was tagging him. Those guys they could punch. He just got hit with something he ain't see. Hasim Rahman, he could punch. He just caught him clean. I mean, look. I think Devin Haney beats the crap out of Richard Comey. If Devin is easy work, I don't see anybody jumping to get in the ring with this dude. Now, Rolly, look, Rolly has a rough and rugged style. He's game. I guess they could sell it. But he's going to knock Rolly out, man. Devin's going to knock Rolly out. If I'm going to make a comparison, Rolly's skill set, it's not good. It's rough. It's tough. It's ugly, and he gets the job done. But y'all remember when Oscar De La Hoya fought Ricardo Mayorga? That. Rolly gonna get in there and try and bully and bite and kick and scratch. And he's gonna be eating punches. And eventually he's gonna get his ass knocked out. He's gonna get his ass knocked out. Yeah, Rolly is running the fight, running to the fight instead of the opposite direction. Other than the obscenities, he calling out Haney when others are ducking. That's true. That's why I'm saying, give it to him. Give it to him. Nobody else want it. Give it to him. Ryan Garcia don't deserve it. Tio, let's just wait and see what happens between him and Kambosos. Loma's waiting on Tio. Rolly's right there. Nobody else want to fight him. Mike Coppinger is pushing Ryan Garcia in another direction with Jojo Diaz. I'm putting the link in there again. Y'all go check the video from Aki. And this is why we don't trust old media. They're pushing an agenda. They're pushing an agenda. We see what's going on. Man, Devin beat the shit out of Rolly, man. Rolly gonna go in there. It's gonna be ugly for 2 rounds. And you're gonna see like 3 tackles. He's gonna look like a lineman. He's gonna look like Lawrence Taylor. He's gonna go in there with his head down and overhooking and grabbing his trunks. I bet you they fall out the damn ring. I don't even want to talk. It's just funny when you hear a guy with a high-pitched voice talking tough. It's just hilarious, man. But, you know, he a fighter. No disrespect to Rolly, but if Rolly's calling for it, I mean, Aki exposed Mike Coppinger. That's up to Jojo Diaz and Ryan Garcia to roll out. But you see, Ryan Garcia, they really need to be like, yo, look, fight somebody, dude, or get the hell out the sport. Chee-hoo! Punk ass. I don't believe you, dude. Don't believe you. Yeah. Amateurs. Yeah, this Rolly's worse than Edison Miranda. I think Vic Darchinyan fights better than Rolly. At least Vic had like a style. I mean, it was awkward as hell. He fought like with this crab, and he fought sideways, and it was working for a little while until Nonito said nope. Nonito Donaire said nope. We're done with that. And that was the end of that. Left hook from hell. That was ugly. But Rolly's just, he's game. But is he good? Let's find out. So if the supporters of the sport if they don't allow it, there's certain things that shouldn't be allowed. Ryan should be held to a standard. Fight, it should get off the pot. That's how you handle Ryan. Loma's waiting on Teo. Teo, hurry up. Hurry up. We know you don't have COVID. Hurry up. Go take care of your Cambosis issue. Either you go to 147 or you clean out. Or go to 140, wherever you want to go. Because you got Lomachenko issues. But while Devin, the dream, the nightmare, is sitting there waiting in the wings, want to stay busy, fight Rolly. Because you know what? He destroys Rolly, because I think that's what's going to happen. It's gonna be entertaining for the first 3 rounds. But he's gonna start picking them apart. Y'all better give Devin his full credit. Stop playing, man. Now you're right, Bruce Goals. You're right. Rolly's the best name in the division to sell a fight. I agree. So if everybody else is goofing around, and Ryan wants to stay, and Devin wants to stay warm, go on and give Rolly that work. Why not? We already caught Mike Coppinger in the lie. Shout out to Aki TV. Caught him in a lie. That was brilliant work. I was watching that video like, whoa, look at this. Brilliant work by Aki. Shout out to Aki. With the receipts. With the receipts. Bell says, Top Rank announced Loma in December. Don't think it will be Teo. Man. Well, we know it's not Devin. Najee says he was with Floyd the other day. Don't you think they talked about Rolly? I don't know, probably. I say do it. I say do it. With that being said, I got to get out of here. Much love to the chat. I love y'all. Much love to the Venmo, the cell, whatever. Much love to the super chat. There won't be a show tomorrow because I have an appointment I got to keep. But I'll swoop in here probably on Saturday. I'll swoop in here, make up for it, and just be on the lookout for the videos. You know what I mean? And head towards Trill. It should be on in a little while, and stay locked in. Anybody could go on, but stay locked in. My brother Scotty, World Combat Sports, Stormy B-Man, Tay Jones, Trill Boxing Talk, KQKC, Monty Brown, my brother Keon. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, BFTB, Blue Blood, Champ Side. These are all key chants. If I forgot you, my brother, I am ill will. Everybody's passionate about the sport, and we do our research. And many of us are in direct contact with the fighters that we speak on. A lot of those fighters and managers and promoters, they don't talk to old media like that. Not like how they talk to us. And that's why Mike Coppinger can get put on blast like that. Ain't nobody listening to you clowns. You guys are clowns. You don't want no smoke with the strong house. With that being said, much love and appreciation to all of y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Bronx on deck.